What if I told you that the so-called mighty Russian army can't even build its own weapons anymore? That without North Korean rockets, Iranian drones and Chinese parts, Russia's war in Ukraine would grind to a halt? Let's pull back the curtain on how dependent Russia has become on foreign support, and why this might be their greatest weakness yet. For years, pro-Russian propaganda has pushed one message: that Russia is fighting alone against the combined power of NATO. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, Ukraine is backed by Western weapons. But Russia is just as reliant on foreign aid, if not more. The difference? Ukraine receives high-quality support from allies. Russia scrambles for outdated weapons and underpaid foreign fighters just to stay in the fight. Let's talk about Russia's military industry, or what's left of it. Despite its size, Russia can't even produce basic electronics for modern weapons. It relies heavily on imported chips and critical components, now sourced through shady third-party countries to avoid sanctions. And what they do manage to build in-house, often outdated, unreliable and riddled with production flaws. Russia's domestic microchip production is so broken, it reportedly has a failure rate of nearly 50%. That's not a war machine. That's a gamble. To keep up its aerial attacks, Russia leans heavily on foreign weapons. Iran provides kamikaze drones and even ballistic missiles. North Korea sends rockets and artillery shells, and lots of them. In fact, by 2024, a huge share of Russian artillery firepower relied entirely on North Korean ammunition. But there's a catch. The quality is so poor, soldiers call it Korean roulette. Some shells don't detonate, others vary wildly in weight, throwing accuracy out the window. Worse, they damage Russian artillery barrels faster than they can be replaced. But Russia isn't just importing weapons, it's importing soldiers. With recruitment at home running dry, the Kremlin has turned to desperate tactics, enlisting poor students from Africa and Asia with fake promises of scholarships, only to throw them into the front lines. Tens of thousands of foreign nationals, from Nepali recruits to North Korean troops, are now fighting and dying in Ukraine, not for patriotism, but for cash or under coercion. So what does all of this tell us? Russia isn't the unstoppable giant many once feared. It's a military empire held together by duct tape, desperation, and foreign suppliers. Without constant support from regimes like Iran, North Korea, and China, Russia's war effort would likely collapse under its own weight. And that opens a crucial window of opportunity. By targeting the supply chains and diplomatic enablers propping up Moscow, the global community can weaken Russia's ability to wage war, because peace won't come from appeasement. It will come from pressure. So what do you think? Should the West focus more on cutting off Russia's military imports? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates. Until next time, stay sharp.